Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Elegant Magicks, the good society tale of incantations and infatuations in Bexley under Mount Whitebridge. Wow, when I've slept and I'm not exhausted, it comes a lot easier to my mind. That's really good to know. Welcome back, everybody. Pleasure to have you here. If you have joined us live on Twitch this rousing Thursday evening, welcome. Good to see you. If you have caught us in the future, either on VOD on Twitch or on our YouTube channel, welcome from the past. Time magic. Wow, maybe we'll get into that at some point. Anyway,
I don't recommend it.
No, I don't really want to. It would really be fair, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would kind of turn about as fair play.
Yeah.
It would be justice. Oh, we say that because I play with some time powers in one of Al's games. It's good times. Speaking of which, we have a lot of games on this channel. That one is one of them. It's every other Saturday. Tomorrow, we have a rousing game of Cypher called Neon Souls. That is at 8 o'clock Eastern on Friday evenings. Val runs that one. A couple of us are in that. Definitely come check that one out. Cyberpunk, a goodness. And this coming Saturday, with the every other Saturday, is Saturday nights Apocalypse Week, and Val can give you a little bit on that one as well. For right meow, I shall turn this over to my fantastic cast. Please tell everyone who the heck you are, who the heck you're playing tonight, what the heck they want, and also, where can I find you on the internets? Because that's also important. Let's start with Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here on GGK Thursdays through Sundays, either running a game or playing in one. As Sid said, I run Neon Souls tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We are playing a Cypher system, a cyberpunk version of it, and we just had a big old betrayal last week from our guest star, RJ, who I imagine might be getting some comeuppance in this game.
I'm so glad you reminded me how mad I was at RJ last week.
You're welcome. And then on Saturday, some cool news. So Saturday night's Apocalypse, we took the last session off because we were having some technical issues. And as part of that, we are kind of revamping the game a little bit. We're still doing the same campaign, same cast, same characters, but we are going to be transitioning away from D&D over to another Cypher system called Shotguns and Sorcery. Still like a post-apocalyptic kind of old west gun fantasy sort of thing. It's weird, and it really meets the tone of the game. So you can still see the same people. We're just gonna be rolling slightly different dice and talking about different rules and that kind of stuff. But come join us for that at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Oh, and tonight, sorry, I didn't introduce my character. Tonight, I am playing Layrd, Avalon, Cross, who is the socialite, and their desire is to drive the family that looks down on you to self-destruction and ruin. Maybe through the use of time travel, now that Sid's put that in my head.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Savvy.
That's me. Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter. You can find me here, same time as Val, Thursday through Sunday afternoons, either running a game or playing in one. When I'm not here, you can also find me on Sunday nights at twitch.tv/lbhackemup, playing a great centaur druid who has no idea what's going on ever. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's really fun. And then on Monday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/Colonomicon for our show Act 3, playing, finally, for the first time in my life, Monster of the Week. I play a really mean goth spooky in that game. It's spooky. She's having trouble with her powers right now, and it's very fun. So you can hang out with us then. But tonight, I am playing Jessamine Booker, the tutor whose desire is to restore her family name and resume her place in society. Among other things.
Which we may find out some of those things tonight when she murders Jarvis. What? Speaking of which, RJ.
He's a murder if he deserves it.
He had it come. What? Go ahead.
What? Hey everybody, I'm RJ, and today I'll be playing a dead man. You can catch me RJ282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. It's been a lot of Apex Legends recently, and we have done this thing in duos where we hunt down the single person who queued in as a duo. It's pretty hilarious. You can find me on Mondays as Calum, the Shatterkai Wizard. I got a Palantir. It's great. You can catch me also on Thursdays, of course, here, Jarvis Hawke. Saturdays in Prince of the Apocalypse, Shotguns and Sorcery. Also, coming up on Saturday, I'll be over at Saucefire's channel, where they're doing Mercy Road, which is a 24-hour live stream. The Mad Lads DMing a bunch of sessions for 40 people for charity. Child's Play. It's redonkulous. April 10th, 12 p.m. Eastern. And then after that, you can catch me on... Well, no, not this Sunday morning, because all of us are going to be on that show, and we're not getting up at 9. But normally over at the Hype Goblins on Sunday mornings, where I play a cleric sorcerer who chewed out their fighter for endangering their life. It's also sauce. Today I'll be playing Jarvis Hawke, who is the careerist. Their goal is to receive proposals from, or make successful proposals to, at least 2 eligible houses.
We'll see how that goes. And last but not least, Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the internet. You'll find me here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. Tuesdays, Tabletop Tuesday, came back after its hiatus. We came back this past Tuesday with a Call of Cthulhu game run by David, and with just LB Hackemup and I as the players. We are basically playing as the main characters from The Mummy, or heavily inspired by them, but we'll see how that goes. We found the family that just moved in across the street has been dissolving our neighbors and turning them into goo. So we'll see what happens from there. Opposite Tuesdays from that, we are doing a Masks game that I run, and that's gonna be back as well with some new faces, so come check that out. I'm here Thursdays, the opposite Thursday from this being Wild Space, and I'm in the Saturday Night's Apocalypse game. In tonight's game, I am playing Bernard Sinclair, the new arrival, and over the past 2 episodes, he has smooched everyone here, so he can die a happy man, but his actual capital D desire is to enter into a marriage with someone who truly loves you without revealing your hidden wealth.
That smooching all of the main characters was just the lowercase d desire. Yep. But that's the uppercase D desire. I appreciate your...
Bernard's going after the big D now.
Yeah.
I mean,
he already has one. He just wants more.
So thanks for tuning into our show, everybody. It's been a great night.
I should show myself out.
It's gonna be one of those. All right.
I set him up. Alex spikes him.
I love it. Amazing. Love all of you. Very excited to jump on in because we have some fun things to resolve. RJ, you can't fish in chat, but that does remind me. Also, we do have an RP server. It's called GGK Worlds. If you're here live, we've got a banner. Check it out and come play Humblewood with us, because that's what's up. For right now, however, I'm going to change the music to something slightly more mysterious. Yes, that's the one. Because we're going to jump into our recap, because some things happened last time we played this lovely game together. So why don't we all refresh our minds, not including me too. I know exactly what happened last time. Last time on Elegant Magicks, well, we kind of left on a cliffhanger previously of the Arcanum Populi meeting. That little chestnut being swatted by an elite squad from the College of Wizardry, led by none other than Jarvis. Through the power of smooches, I believe. Smooch magic is what I have. I have smooch magic. Smoochamancy.
Oh, that's my favorite Bare Naked Ladies album.
Bernard managed to take all the attention upon himself, while the rest of the Arcanum members, including the rest of his dear friends at the meeting, managed to get away. However, that left Bernard in a very creepy horse mask situation to be caught by Jarvis and the squad, and to be carted off, in fact, back to the college. Meanwhile, Avalon and Jessamine, trying to figure out if they needed to rescue their dear friend. Let's see. Had the smooch to get out of trouble trope. Great. Thank you again, Val. I will still always appreciate that in a game. And also decided that they should try and figure out if they had a mole in the Arcanum, because apparently their higher-ups, after being informed that something was going on, didn't help anyone. They ran the fuck away, believing that their former tutor may have been involved and may have been the one to bring them into the Arcanum in the first place. Avalon and Jessamine decided to head to the tutor's estate to see what they could find out. While that went on, Jarvis took Bernie back to the college. They both realized that they were involved, had some fun conversations there. And then, when presented to the head of the college, Bernard dropped a bomb of diplomatic immunity. Why precisely that is, we don't know. But apparently, Bernie's family from the US has some clout, and he managed to get out of trouble. Avalon and Jessamine, through a lot of very draining magic, did find out that the tutor was out of the house and had been corresponding with an unknown person, but felt the need to write their letters in a cipher. Trying to figure out exactly what was going on with the tutor, they sent a note along to the pub and found out that they had been there all night with an unknown woman. They headed that way themselves, and we barely kept ourselves out of a full-on brawl with Jarvis, because we're not exactly happy with them right now. Seeing as them somehow knowing the animals that all of our friends took on in their Fey Magic state made him a little suspicious. I believe the last we left off, Bernie was running home to his aunt, who, due to her own magics, now thinks that Bernie is interested in Avalon, and that's going to be so much fun. I have a very specific note for that, because that's coming up so much. Avalon and Jessamine split up. Avalon, were you still at the pub, or had you headed home at that point?
I have the note that Avalon was going to go to check up on me.
Aha,
Yeah.
there we are.
Avalon was
going.
going. Oh no, that's right. Avalon was going to Bernard's house and might end up running into Bernard's mother.
Aunt, but yes.
Aunt,
Perfection.
Right, aunt.
And Jarvis, intent on explaining something, asked to speak to Jessamine, who agreed, if agreed is the right term. And I mean, I feel like we kind of have to start there, right? Right, RJ? We should start there. Yeah? Yeah? It's around 3 a.m. And Jessamine and Jarvis are walking to Jarvis's lab, I believe. And I will set you off there. Where's the lab?
It is not on campus. It is his. I believe I spent a token for this. There is another lab that he works out of, probably somewhere downtown. It looks like a small warehouse. Big barn doors, slides to the side, steps in, waits for Jessamine.
Oh no, I'm not going in first.
No, he already went in.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Then she'll follow him in.
How updated would Jarvis be to the technologies of the West?
I would say you would need to tell me that one. Is that something that Jarvis would find important in his particular pursuits? I would definitely say he would have the ability to be so, but
Because I want to say he
character.
flips like one of those comedically large power switches on the side, and some light bulbs go off.
Definitely probable.
Tea or something a little stronger?
No, thank you.
He will fix himself a bottle of bourbon. An entire ass bottle of bourbon.
I was gonna say fixes himself a bottle.
It's a really easy drink to make.
I'm trying to remember if Bernie told him that Avalon and Jess were at the meeting.
I
He
believe he kind of
hinted at it.
figured
It
it out
was-
himself.
You know, why we figured out that something that's definitely mentioned to him that, like, hey, my mask was
There's-
a horse, there was an adder and a lion.
Yeah, and then he realized that he saw all of those masks and then kind of put two and two together, I believe.
All right. So, you, the Laird, and Bernie were at an Arcana meeting.
Is that really where you want to start this conversation?
Where would you like me to start?
You told me you could explain.
Right. Just trying to make heads and tails of what's going on. The college, as you know, has a hit squad, more or less.
keenly aware.
Yeah. And fucking hell, Jess, I don't know where to begin.
That doesn't seem like my problem.
How far back do you want me to go? Right after you disappeared? 10 minutes ago? 20 minutes ago?
Why are you on that squad?
Because I owe the professor some favors.
Why?
They promised to raise my standing.
So
And
that's
they
what this
gave-
is about. This is about being a hawk.
More or less.
All you people are the same.
I got dealt some shitty cards, Jess, and the professor offered me a different hand.
And so did I. You don't see me trying to murder people over it.
My directive was not to murder anyone. It was to capture, interrogate.
And what do you think is going to happen to those people afterwards? If their brains are even still able to function?
Memory traum placed on them, wiped the last year or so.
And you think that's humane?
No, but it's all I've got right now.
So this is what you'd trade to be part of high society?
This is what I would
Other
trade to
people's
not-
lives, Jarvis. At least in my situation, the only thing I'm trading is my own.
When you disappeared, Jessamine, I was in a very dark place.
If you sit here and try to make this my fault, I swear to God,
It's
I will
not.
slit your throat.
It is not your fault. I could have chose better. The director, chairman offered me something different, and I jumped at the chance. I regret it. Every single job I've been on has been hell.
So why are you still doing it?
Contractually obligated.
How long?
Till the professor says I'm done.
I thought you were
Same with
smarter
you.
than that.
You thought I a better man then.
I didn't say I thought you a good man.
There's nothing I can really do to fix this. But Bernie's alright.
Where is he?
Went back home. Wasn't touched by anyone.
If there is so much as a hair out of place on his head,
You know where to find me.
how many other people did you capture?
4
Where are they?
in the college.
You're going to have them let go.
Going to have to bring up some evidence that they aren't part of the Arcanum. but I can find a way.
You're a smart man.
Maybe I can go through their records and not expunge them this time.
I don't care how you do it. Honestly, I don't care what you do anymore.
All right.
We're supposed to be friends. We're supposed to tell each other things. We're supposed to be able to trust each other.
There are just some things I can't tell you, no matter how much I want.
Well, lucky for you, after tonight you don't have to speak to me again.
All right. Good night to you then, Miss Booker.
If there is anything else that I should know that you are not telling me, this is your last chance.
I don't think there is anything left to tell you. And he will tap at his throat.
Fine. Don't expect to hear from me again.
Very long drag from the bottle.
I think she thinks for a second. And then goes to walk out. And as she goes to leave, sort of just something insignificant that's sitting on a table, I don't know, some piece of junk or something, just kind of like touches it as she goes, and then as she raises her hand, just leaves it sort of in the shape of a little folded up bird.
You can watch her go. And then get wasted.
Do you leave the bird there?
If enough time passes, he'll look at it.
It's one of her little notes.
Written? Vocal? What's it say?
It's written. You can unfold it. It just says, "Find me when you can speak."
Tucks that into the breast pocket for later. Can I preemptively fold it into the stinky cheese man?
You may. It's yours. Well, I know where Jarvis is going to be for the foreseeable future. Where does Jessamine go?
I want to say that her and Avalon said they would meet back up at the carriage right? Outside of the pub.
Yeah.
She'll go to the pub. and have a drink, maybe. And just wait.
Okay. Well, after that, both parties drink themselves into oblivion. In the meantime, Avalon.
I guess Avalon makes it to Bernie's house and just knocks, or whatever peasants do.
One of the servants would answer.
I think Avalon stands there for a bit and realizes, oh, I'm supposed to let somebody know I'm here. And
Makes sense. There's a little bit of a delay. Again, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. However, one of the servants, who appears to have thrown a nice coat over their sleeping things, answers the door and says, "Yes?"
Hello. I'm Avalon Cross. I'm calling upon Bernard Sinclair.
My lad, yes, Master Bernard did just arrive. It is rather late. Please come into the sitting room. They look a little flustered, but they show Avalon to a sitting room and ring a bell, and a rather tired-looking another servant comes in with a tray of just water at the moment. Can I get you anything, my lad?
No, that's plenty. Thank you. You can retire. There's no need for the formality.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
They'll scurry off. Bernard, where would you have gone after you arrived? I feel like you probably would have had to have a conversation with your aunt. Would you have accepted this? Would you have attempted to avoid this?
No, he would have gone because since she was still in his head, it's like, okay, if I want her out, I should go and talk with her, and then maybe she'll stop paying attention to peeking inside my head. So, not sure where she was at this hour, but seeks her out upon returning.
She would have been in her study, and at that point just voraciously studying the crystal, due to this new information that you passed to her about your potential relationship with the Layrd. Yes, you're home. Wonderful. I have things to do. We will have a further conversation tomorrow. But do tell me, when did this start, approximately? Not approximately, precisely.
I kind of assumed you would want to have this out tonight, but gosh, I mean, precisely, it's hard to say.
Proper moon cycles and what constellations were rising. If you happen to know that in particular, that would be extremely helpful.
You'll have to give me a minute to think about those details, dear aunt, but
I can do the figuring myself. Just give me a date and a specific time.
right. Gosh. I mean, I know you want it to be some nice, clean solution, but that's not how real matters of the heart work. Like, yes, I know your whole thing is helping people
Don't
get to
tell
that,
me what the real matters of the heart do, young man.
but if I had to pick a specific point where it began, and I'm sure there were hints of it, inklings of it before then leading up to it, but it is, if I had to pick a time, an event, it would be probably at the opening of the Fey Courts.
Ah, lovely. Let's see, that was the quarter moon. It was about 9. Well, all right, that's all I need. Well, good night. Go. 9:30. Approximately midnight.
Good
She's
night,
just,
then.
She like pulls out like a compass and she just starts doing all of these star readings and consulting her crystal.
If it affects the calculations at all, what if I told you that there were multiple parties?
I'm sorry,
Not-
what?
Not just the Laird, some other individuals who have caught my attention.
How do you spell their given names? And when did these arrangements take place?
Okay. Oh boy, this will be an interesting conversation. All right.
We'll say about this is the time that the servant comes
Mhm.
by and knocks and says, forgive me, Madam, Master Bernard. The Laird cross is in the sitting room. They didn't wish to do anything formal, but they are here to see you, Master Bernard. Your aunt just perks up. Oh, really? Well, nothing formal. Forster, grab me the purple robe. Yes, thank you. All right, well, we should see to the lad, should we not? Go on.
Yes, of course. If you'll give me a minute to refresh myself, I did run back here from town.
You have precisely 1 minute. I, myself, must be prepared as well. So you must go meet them. Go.
Yes, all right. Please let me greet them first.
You have 10 minutes. As she
Thank
rushes
you.
off to prepare herself to look not formal, as it is 3 a.m, but
Mhm.
better than she feels she appears now.
So Bernard runs back, probably just like changes shirts just so it's not all sweaty and gross from running. But then we'll go to the sitting room to greet Avalon.
Does he still have on the horse face paint?
No, though that is, I think, because he had thrown on a glamour after leaving Professor Wilmore's office. I think that has dropped, and so it is a mess. Like it is, like you can see looks basically like stitch marks around where he had like secured the glamour, and there's some scrapes and bruises from the fight with Jarvis, and so he looks a mess.
What happened to you?
Right, that is, there was a bit of a kerfuffle. I'll give you the details later. Probably should not be having that now, and my aunt may show up any minute. She is making herself presentable.
Oh. Right. I didn't mean for this to be an ordeal. I just wanted to make sure you were safe and still in possession of all your faculties after what happened.
Yes, and like I said, I can give you more details later, but I walked out of there unharmed. This all happened before getting to the college.
Right. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Glad you made it out too, and I take it our other friend did as well.
Yes, everyone seems to be safe. She is currently having a conversation, I believe, with Mr. Hawke.
Oh, shit. Alright, okay. Gonna have to see how that turns out, I guess, but...
Right, or help her hide the body.
We'll see. Yeah, God. Oh, this was not supposed to end up this messy, but, this is certainly a hell of a lot better than it could have gone, all things considered.
I'm glad you see it that way. I'm still out of sorts myself, trying to get a grasp on what happened.
Again, more details later, but I will say that our... yes, it is he, the one who knew about the masks, is the one who was there and took me in.
Right, we had learned
Okay.
as much or surmised as much.
But he was very surprised to learn that our masks took on those forms, and he says he did not pick those. In reference to us, he was told that about us.
And you believed him?
He seemed very shaken up by that realization, which, maybe he's a better actor than either of us give him credit for, but I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt in something like this.
I know that the two of you have built up a rapport, but I'm not sure I can trust his word just yet.
Understandable.
Without getting too much into it, we have been compromised, though. Someone within my organization.
Yes, and I may not be able to participate going forward. That was kind of one of the conditions of my release, let's call it.
Did they put you under any sort of geas or binding?
Nope, and I mean, I offered to be under a truth spell, but I was able to talk my way out of there. I can be rather convincing when the need calls for it.
A skill I wish I had. Alright. We should talk privately, all of us, as soon as possible. Potentially including our mutual friend as well.
I may have to lay low for a day or two. I mean, there was a lot of magic thrown around this. I gotta get my good looks back, and that's not gonna happen just overnight.
Right. Okay. Talk then. What did you tell your aunt? What should I be expecting?
Well, she has gotten it into her head that we are a possible romantic pairing, and given who she is, this is going to become a whole thing.
Right. I can certainly play along with that.
Doesn't have to be a play, but...
Always the charmer.
Can't turn it off, unfortunately.
Despite all of this, I truly do appreciate your candor in this and your friendship throughout this, Bernard.
Of course, you can always count on me.
I mean it, though. I feel that you're one of possibly 2 or 3 people I can trust now. I don't know who to rely on anymore.
Shall do my utmost not to betray that trust.
I appreciate that. Right.
Probably don't have long before my aunt arrives. She did wish to see you as well.
Right.
Laird Cross! In that moment, in a luxurious, deep purple house robe, wrapped up tight. She's obviously done something with her hair since you last saw her. Bernard swept it back. It still looks as if, oh, I hashtag woke up like this. She sweeps into the room, gives a deep curtsy to the Laird, and walks up to Bernard. Well, I certainly think we could have done a rendezvous such as this at a much earlier or much later time, depending on which way you moved the clock, but it is, of course, such an honor to have you in my home at Let Cross.
Forgive me for my intrusion. It's completely inappropriate for me to drop in at this hour, but I found myself in the area and dealing with some unfortunate business, so I thought I'd drop in and say hi.
Is everything quite all right?
Yes, just matters of politics.
Ah, I see. Well, hopefully not the same things that Bernard got himself tangled up in this evening?
I don't believe so. Bernard, what have you been up to this evening?
Oh, just some things. And I may have alerted. Well, we can talk about that later. But the family.
Alerted the college to your hijinks.
Yes.
Where on earth do you think I got this information from, Bernard?
I kind of just assumed you're always spying on me.
Oh, goodness, no. Believe me, I don't want to be in your head all the time.
Yes, that would be rather unfortunate for you.
For you as well.
Yes.
No. My contacts at the college informed me as soon as you arrived.
Ah. Have you received word yet of how I talked my way out of there?
Yes. That is something we can discuss when the sun is up.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
However, since you have company, I will leave you both to it, of course, but if there's anything we can get for you, my lad, please let us know.
Not at all. I'm more than tended to in Bernard's hands.
Bernard, you should read their palm. I know you've been working on that at the very least.
Right?
I don't think he's quite ready for a crystal reading, but he has been doing particularly well with palmistry.
If you would oblige me, Laird.
Yes, of course.
Gonna take Avalon's hand, palm up, and starts trying to do a palm reading. I don't know enough about that to bullshit it.
It's fine. She'll be over your shoulder the whole time. She said she was gonna leave, but of course she's gonna harp at you and tell you all the things that you're reading wrong. But of course she will hint that, long life, good life, prosperous. A union coming up very soon to a very appropriate match of two strong houses, and she's gonna really do it up for you.
Strong houses. Well, that does leave me much to ruminate on. I find myself fascinated whenever you've conducted your readings in the past, and Bernard, it seems like you've learned a great deal.
Yes, well, with such a wonderful tutor as my aunt here, it would be hard not to pick up the skills.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of this then.
On that appropriately brown-nosing note, well done there, Bernard, I shall leave you both to it now. Good night, good night. Good to see you, good night. She'll bow out of the room and leave.
I think Bernard still has Avalon's palm in his hands, and just kind of turn it over and do the kiss on the fingertips. But This has been a very trying night, and as much as I would love to keep company with you, if there's any last things before we can do this at a more civilized hour.
No, just take care of yourself, okay? I don't know if the college is going to, how they're going to act. If they let you go, it's...
Yes, I am seeking ways to extend my aegis to you and our other acquaintance as well, but that will probably be a bigger undertaking than we are ready for at this point.
Yes. Well, I need to know more of the details of your arrangement when we are in suitable company, and we can discuss best next steps. I should probably return to the pub. My driver's waiting, as well as presumably our friend, so...
It's probably best not to, especially if she spoke with the other acquaintance, probably best not to leave her for too long.
Probably. I fear that I'll return to find half the block on fire.
Well, here's hoping you don't, and send my regards.
I will. And Avalon, I think, dropping any propriety, I think Avalon just gives Bernard a hug, kisses him on the cheek, and then leaves, and then heads to the door. And says, "Oh, with the reading and your mother, just let me know if I need to. If I need to come over for tea again to maintain the ruse. Just
It's entirely possible. I'll write you.
all right. Good night."
Good night.
And leaves.
Laird leaves the estate, heads back to the pub. So, Jess, did you have a drink, or?
I don't think she's like drunk or anything, but
Okay.
has probably had like a couple,
Okay.
just enough to just dull it all down a little bit, which she drinks pretty regularly, so
Okay.
not compromised.
Even Heidi, sensing your mood, doesn't try to press you on anything. Just serves you your imbibements and moves along cleaning. But soon Avalon arrives.
Yeah, Avalon's checked the carriage. Didn't see anyone there. Looked down the street. No constables or anything around looking into any murders. And heads into the pub to see if Jessamine is in there.
She's hard to
Oh.
miss.
So you're still here. Where is Mr. Hawke?
Dead.
Right. It
Your
wouldn't have
face.
surprised me. I fully expected it, to be honest.
No, he is fine. In his secret lab, probably killing himself with bourbon.
I assume you at least clocked him once or twice.
No. I sort of wish I had.
I wish you had too.
I think everything I said to him was worse.
You'll have to tell me about it in the carriage. Are we okay then?
For now. I fear there is more going on here. There are things he couldn't tell me.
I had a similar conversation with Bernard. I believe the four of us are going to need to have a meeting of the minds.
Fucking college. Fucking hit squads and the fucking bullshit. Slams a glass down the counter.
Hey, I work here. Don't break things, for goodness sake.
The Laird will buy you a new one.
I'm keeping you to that.
Right. Well, if you're going to throw out my money, at least, we should probably get you back to your position at the estate before Morgan wakes and starts wondering where you are.
Right.
Are you in any condition to tutor tomorrow?
Oh, I've had much worse nights than this. Please.
Candidly, if I may, where do you stand on all of this?
How do you mean?
Well, my intentions for tonight were to make introductions to my associates. And seeing how that has turned out, I wouldn't blame you for not fully being interested in the cause at this point.
You want to know if I'm going to run?
In a word, yes.
No. Not if this is what the college is doing, and not if this is how they're treating people. Absolutely not.
Good. I agree. I'm starting to have doubts about my associates, but the things that we stand for, the reasons that I believed we came together, I think are still just, and the college is still a force that needs to be smothered.
I didn't want to believe it was that bad. That was my
You've
home
seen
once.
the worst. And you're really willing to turn against them.
You, of all people, are surprised by that sentiment.
I suppose not. Though my home has never really been a home.
I'm used to my homes changing.
Well, perhaps there's more we can stand to learn about each other then.
I think so. Well, you don't think I've told you everything.
Not at all.
Good.
Never trust a woman wearing gloves and all that.
My gloves.
As I said, we can get you more. I'll write to my tailor in the morning. He'll have you next season's fashions here within the week.
Oh, it's next season now.
Are you really going to get on to me about this again?
No, I'm not getting on to you. I just wonder what I've done in the last hour or so to deserve 2 seasons upgrade.
Well, the kiss wasn't that bad.
Right. I almost forgot.
Had you?
Hmm.
Am I that forgettable?
Suppose we'll find out.
I hope so.
Perhaps we
Carriage,
should
then.
return to the carriage.
Yes.
Heidi shakes her head, laughing to herself as she closes up the pub for the evening. And the two of you head to the carriage.
Yes.
Anything we need to know about in the carriage, or do we just go straight back to the cross state? I just want to be as thorough as possible to allow you as much RP as you would like.
I think Avalon just, as Jessamine gets into the carriage, just looks to the driver. Take the scenic route home.
What is it you hope to see at 3 a.m?
Avalon closes the door and shuts the curtains along with it and says, "Nothing outside."
All right.
And fade to black.
So proud.
Gotta one-up smooching, everyone.
I know, I had to do something.
Something big, something bold. I
I'm
love
not a
Avalon's
thing.
going to be the first to bang everyone.
Now it's a race.
Amazing. Well, yeah, so a fun carriage ride's gonna go on. And, I believe Jarvis, was drinking himself into a stupor.
I have one thing.
Oh, please.
How influential is one of my contacts? If I were to owe them a favor.
Be slightly more specific about your contacts.
The big one.
Oh. I would say quite.
Could I spend a token?
To
Contact them with the deal.
Oh. I mean, as far as I know, you have a earpiece to speak to them, correct?
Mm-hmm. But to make the deal successful.
Okay. Why don't you call them up and then lay out what you're looking for?
All right.
And then we can negotiate.
And so the sapphire earpiece goes in.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to call so late at night, but I need a favor.
I'm tired, but I'm intrigued. What sort of favor?
Well, for one, I would like to update you. The code names you gave me for the 3 have been compromised.
Really?
Yes. I spotted them in an Arcanum Populi meeting wearing their adorned animal masks. So there must be a leak somewhere?
No leak. Just Just a funny coincidence and a little bit of fey magic.
Oh, you do know how I love fey magics.
Some would argue that they are the very best.
There are 4 individuals who are currently kept up in the college. I need clearance on at least an alibi of what they were doing in the tailor shop in the mid-district.
Why?
Call it making amends to some very unscrupulous treatment to some prisoners.
And I should care about this why?
Because it gets me a little bit closer to the group that you want. Right now, I'm in a bad light.
Okay. This is Sid talking now. So you want them to basically get the folks that were caught up in the raid out.
Yeah,
Unscathed.
Unscathed, fabricating like an alibi as to why they were at the tailor shop at 2 a.m.
It was closer to midnight, but whatevs. Okay. They shall accept this token. I have a condition.
As one always does.
I want the crosses.
You want the crosses?
Yes.
Tied up with a pretty bow?
Not entirely necessary. No, the connection. I gave you your options, but I've decided. I want the crosses. Figure out a way.
Fine.
Then we are agreed.
This job is more of a headache than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, it's a long job.
I
I thought the idea was for you to get married after all. You'll be working this job for the foreseeable future.
Well, it turns out I might be a lot more like my father than I first realized. Short jobs, quick and simple.
Bite your tongue. All right. For alibis, it is. They'll be released by tomorrow.
Thank you kindly. Ta-ta. Have a good night.
Thank you.
There is a click, and then a bottle smashes somewhere deep in the lab.
I like it. And so ends the longest fucking visitation on record, I think. Yes? The inception of visitations within visitations.
I have another
Wait, one
scene
more
that
thing.
I want to do.
Hold on, we gotta do our...
No. I love it, actually. I love that one visitation created like 1,800 other visitations. It made me very happy.
But we're still not done with this chapter because we still have a bunch of other visitations that we're talking about doing.
It's okay.
It
It's
was
fine.
Would it be better to call that a chapter and then do another visitation chapter with all the visitations that we still have left to do?
I mean, I was
that kind of feels
actually
like a
about
chapter.
to suggest that. That was a really long novel chapter. So much fucking stuff just happened. I feel like if we do all of the other visitations in that,
We're gonna lose track.
we're not gonna know what the hell is happening. Are we all okay with that? That felt like a really solid novel chapter.
RJ needs a break from that novel chapter.
That was like a
Okay.
visitation that turned into an event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is essentially
that then
what
turned
happened.
into many other visitations.
So
Yeah.
just looking at the cycle of play, from this would go reputation, epistolary upkeep, and then back
And
to
then
novel.
into another novel chapter,
And then that would
which
probably be the
we could
visitations.
absolutely continue with
I'm down
the
with
actual
Yeah.
visitations that we have. We still have a very long
that. I don't
list
even
of.
remember what I said I wanted to do in these visitations anymore.
And I'm sure a couple new things are just gonna pop up. And chat is correct. No one knows what's going on even more, even me. In fact, me least of all, to be perfectly honest. No. I have a cork board and a bunch of red thread. It's a problem.
We do still keep managing to somehow make this a rom-com, though.
It's true. Like,
The
I'm really
corkboard
proud.
Is, in the back, where the stairs are. It's like against the wall.
Yeah.
In your
Yeah.
background.
It's just out of view. Yeah. It takes up a whole wall.
Also, in
Okay,
terms
then.
of knowing what's going on, I've got, what is this now? 7 or 8 Word files with 3,000 words each. So there is.
No, I'm just gonna say it one more time. Everybody needs to get you an Alex. Get you an Alex in your game. You need you and Alex. They're the best. Alex is note keeper extraordinaire. All right, we're gonna put a pin in that novel chapter. It is done. Stick a fork in it. I think we could at least get through reputation before we take a break. Why don't we do that? I know some of you ended up spending some rep tags that last time around. Yay, so proud. So I would say that if you end up getting another one that would put you over the mark, that you could just keep what you had before if you'd like, or you could take a new one, because that quite possibly might happen. Let's get something less stressful happening in here too, because I'm still stressing out about all this. There you go. That's nice. Okay. For reputation, why don't we start?
Is this the reputation cycle where we go into our verses?
No, that'll be upkeep. Yeah. So this is just reputation tags, so positive or negative.
Oh, shit.
Would anyone like to start? Anyone have a good idea of a descriptor and or at least a positive or negative? How you're leaning?
I gotta pull up the family chart 1 second.
So this is
Pull
what
up
it
your
always
paperwork.
comes down to, is like whether or not you got caught doing it. And like Bernie definitely got caught doing stuff, but also in such a way that just like it's going to be kept hush hush.
Mm-hmm.
And so does it really count as him having been caught?
I always say what's the net total of everything? Like it may have gone up and down. You may have done something
Okay.
really shitty, but
I
no
also-
one knows about
Well, we can ignore all that because the lecture was still this cycle.
it. Yes, it
So
was.
that is ooh boy. Now what is that gonna be? I mean, I kind of want. There's the positive one for made a sacrifice or denied your own desires to uphold the values of your place of origin. Definitely risked a lot of social standing by giving that lecture.
Sure did.
I just don't know what the tag for that would be. The first thing that came to mind was firebrand, but that doesn't quite feel correct.
Maverick.
Sure.
Highway to the danger
Danger
zone.
zone.
Ba-dum-bum.
All right. And so now I'm at 5 positive tags.
You need to.
I feel like I thought I was about to spend one last time, but I feel like it didn't actually happen, or at least I didn't find it in my notes. But I can definitely I don't. We can figure out ways for me to
You
start
did.
spending them.
You spent charismatic.
Right. Okay.
You did spend charismatic. Okay, so now you just have 4 of them.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So you most certainly still keep your quite indebted, because you're gonna need to, because she's gunning for you now.
Mhm.
Excellent. Anyone else have an idea, or do I start taking volunteers?
Acted in the service of duty and morality in a way that compromised your desires.
Yeah, I'd say that everyone is mad at you. Yeah, but you did your job.
I'm
I'd
trying to
say.
look for one that's like loyal but bad.
Hmm.
Because all of these are like
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus.com, future sponsor of our show.
no, wouldn't be diligent.
Well, so
Loyal,
is
but
this
with a
meant to be a
bad-
positive tag or a negative tag?
It's a positive tag.
This would be positive.
So loyal but
Allegiant.
bad, but still good.
Allegiant.
Yeah.
Not the airline.
not that allegiant.
Especially to a person or cause, less commonly to known. Faithful follower. Maybe.
Staunch, unswerving, unwavering.
Oh, he's definitely wavering now.
Dutiful,
Perhaps dutiful.
tenacious.
Conscientiously or obediently fulfilling one's duty. Yeah, dutiful. Because the second meaning, motivated by duty rather than desire or enthusiasm.
Inextricable.
Big words. Good words.
Unable to be extracted from one's duties.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how I'm going to use this, but I'll try.
Big words are fun.
Big words are fun.
As we learned from our friend Buddy a couple Sundays back. Grab a new word. Throw it into your lexicon.
Get one of those calendars that have a word of the day on them.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken soup for the soul.
Indeed. Alrighty, so you also, I believe, stay with lots of positive tags. Okay.
I'm only at 4. It's fine. I'm gonna be using them. Don't worry.
Can someone help me? For the life of me, I cannot find this sheet.
That's
Oh, I
the
got you.
family background.
Family background. Thank
Yes.
We'll say for Jarvis, you do have the rehabilitated positive tag. You may want to use that to rehabilitate yourself within the group.
That is fair.
Yep. Yep.
Savvy or Val, do we have an idea?
I got no freaking clue, man.
you. I'm kind of in the same boat.
Y'all want some help? You want to talk it out?
So much happened.
A lot happened.
Because there was a couple of things I wanted to pull from to do a negative one, but again, I got my way every single time.
You kind of did.
It's kind of what keeps happening to me.
I'm kind of leaning towards a negative tag because
Okay.
Avalon's desire, fuck over their family, acted on that desire in a way. I mean, either act on that desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality. I mean, doing the archon. Well, see, I don't think that it compromised their morality, because their morality is very clearly like help the people, match the people, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Duty as Layrd, or duty as a member of the Arcanum are two different things. So I don't know, like, if I would have considered compromise of duty. Definitely acting in contravention of society's conventions, though, if we're considering
But
that.
did they get caught?
No. Well, maybe.
Not so far.
They didn't-
Not that we've seen.
They didn't get caught. I mean, the college clearly knows.
We
but
might
they've
have to
known
stop
for a
making that a
while.
stipulation, though.
Otherwise, like, for positive tags, definitely didn't compromise their desires.
Mm-mm.
Acting obedience to society's conventions despite considerable hardship doing so.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I can justify that is that, like, rather than going off and just, like, blowing up the college to try to get Bernie back, like, tried to suffered the hardship of, like, not knowing or not
I mean,
taking
y'all did
care of
take
their
the
friend.
roundabout way. Like, you definitely, like, kind of, used your lairdly ways to push your way into your former tutor's house, but you also didn't act like total jerks while you were there, trying to think back to previous things. I mean, you went to the guest lecture, you did your duty there. I mean, this is like just sort of a gut check for you. Like, how do you feel they did? Like,
I mean, in my gut, I'm like, Avalon did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a negative tag makes sense. Like like you said, they didn't get caught. They didn't, like, do anything that anyone on the outside would have seen as improprietous.
Nope. Didn't shame or embarrass their family.
I guess a positive tag then I mean, I guess I could say either made a sacrifice or denied their desires in the end there to uphold. No, I would probably say, if anything, it's that second one, that acted in obedience to society's conventions despite suffering hardship doing so.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'll take it.
I really gotta start just, like, doing one thing every novel
one
chapter.
very
Just
aggressive
really-
choice.
One very aggressive
That'll-
thing, one egregious thing that cannot be overlooked.
Or one super good thing that I can remember for next
We're
time.
either saving orphans or, I don't know, blowing stuff up. I don't know.
Well, the problem is with this is, like, to gain a positive tag, I feel like Avalon's got to be a shitbag, and to gain a negative tag, I feel like they have to do something really good, and that's what gets me, because this town is fucked.
So if you're going for the thing of, like, didn't go in guns blazing to the college to rescue Bernie, maybe the tag could be prudent.
Prudent, yeah, I think that, like,
There we go.
took some time, thought about it, cooled their head,
Mm-hmm.
tried to come up with another plan to deal with it. Yeah, I like that. I don't have anything that's similar to that. Okay, I'll go with prudent. I like that.
I've got
Solid.
mine.
Hit me.
I'm gonna give myself a negative tag, even though
Ooh,
everyone
what
keeps
for?
fighting me on it. And I'm gonna give myself the tag reckless for many of my actions, but mostly for fucking my boss in a carriage at 3 a.m.
Oh, I was gonna say for doing so much reckless magic that you almost bled to
Yeah,
death.
that was gonna be the second one on the list.
I mean, again, I can go.
I'm
I can
working
go
backwards
with that.
through this, through the timeline of things. This is what
Okay.
I'm doing. That's my third
Okay.
one.
Oh, all right. So we get a negative reputation tag. Let's go
Should be
down
fun.
to the chucha.
I still have my positive one.
You do. You have
Rip.
both simultaneously.
I think I've won.
No, we
You win the game.
established Bernie one for smooching everyone first.
Not the corner Cornerstone. Tuta, where are you? If you have it, if you want to go ahead and read.
I do. They're of no importance. You're considered beneath the notice of good society, and your attendance at social events is viewed as awkward, unnecessary, and unfortunate. Or probation. You are harshly chastised by your employer, given restrictions or conditions you must abide by. But see, I have trustworthy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really don't think it would make sense for you to take probation because you have trustworthy right
so
now.
I think I'll do of no importance.
Okay.
I also that would be my third too, because I lost my other positive tag. So
Oh, that's right. So you could either just keep what you had with sort of being totes magoats with Morrigan. I mean, you'll always be amazing to Morgan. Hi, Morgan. But to Morrigan, or you're welcome to choose another one.
I think I'm gonna go with the other one because I just want to try it out. So yeah, it's social capital. When you offer connections, relationship advice, and confidence that appears reasonable, they will follow it.
Ooh, yes, please. That sounds like fun.
Does sound like fun.
All right.
And the connections would be NPC connections.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just tell, like, you two make out and just make people do it.
Now you two. Now all three of you. Okay, now all of us. No. I mean, no, we can't. But unless, on that note, almost on the dot, I think it's about time we took a quick break. Everyone, please stick around. We're just gonna take a quick bio, refresh ourselves, refresh our drinks, get some snacks. I'm gonna get ice cream because, again, I'm an adult and I can. But please stick around. We shall be back with, I believe, some lovely letter writing very shortly. Stick around. And welcome back. Thank you for sticking around with us as we refresh ourselves. I still have another beverage. I will quickly grip and rip a hard seltzer. That's the sound of creativity. Ooh, black cherry. And I've already eaten an entire ice cream cone. Wow. Power. Thank you for sticking around. We finished the longest novel chapter. If we were writing a book, that chapter would be about a third of it. But it is finished. It is done. And now we move on to letters. We've got letters. We have the epistolary phase now. You have a lot to write about. That's for sure. Let's start at the bottom. Let's start bottom row. Alex, do you have a letter for me?
Yes, well, I've got a lot of invitations that need to go out for various things, some of which will lead to visitations we've already discussed that are going to happen. So those will just kind of be, formalizing that. And then I don't know if this is going to need to be, I don't know if this is going to count as one of my letters, but essentially addressed to the other major characters, just we should talk, and written in such a way that it seems like it's just addressed to them, but we should talk. We'll make a weekend of it at my family's coastal estate. And so basically just an invitation to a beach holiday. And I think part of it is, okay. As I am saying this out loud, it is, the tone of it is shifting. So I think it's, things have happened. We should talk. I'm inviting you to a beach holiday in, heavy quotation marks written to poke fun at everyone. And basically setting a time for probably 2 weeks from now, or that might be too long. Probably, the next weekend. Let's go to the Sinclair's coastal getaway for a weekend out of
In
town.
Brighton.
What if
We
we
end up
cross
there at the same time as our other character.
What?
cross over the magical door into the real mortal world? Oh man.
Actually, I don't think we're anywhere near Brighton in Bexley, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
think we're a lot
But
further
so
south.
maybe
Wanted to
it's not
bang my
even
own
like
character.
maybe it's not full coastal, but some kind of water attraction, whether it's natural hot springs or a big lake or a river or something.
There's magic, yo. Like, you tell me. We have a magical hot spring,
Yeah, hot springs are always fun.
and your folks have a beach house, as it were, near the hot spring, a spa house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that will be my first letter as I come up with another letter for the second half of basically, dear Avalon, Jessamine, Jarvis. Things have been rough lately. It would do us some good to have a nice relaxing weekend. So we will have a weekend at my family's timeshare at the hot springs. Should be fun. Bring plenty of alcohol. Bernie.
Or be prepared to create plenty of alcohol.
Yep.
Okay. I like it. I'm gonna have to name the hot spring. That'll come in a moment. Let's go back up the list. RJ, what you got for me?
You know what? Jessamine gets a small parcel. It's a cookbook, and there is a bookmark in it to a cake recipe that looks like it's been torn out and then replaced. And there is shorthand there from their researcher days. And if she decodes it, it just reads, "Don't trust her."
That cleared everything up, right?
Nope.
Savvy, what you got for me?
I think for my first one, she will respond to Bernard's invitation affirmatively and enclose a little note that just says, Mrs. Sinclair, I heard about your tumble and hope you are not gravely injured and recovering well, because you still owe me a drink. See you soon, Miss Booker.
Val, you got one?
Yeah. Yeah, Avalon's first letter is going to be to Miss Ayres. It's going to say, we need to speak. Meet me at our usual place. Tomorrow at noon. Make sure no one knows you are coming. That's it. A at the end.
Excellent. All right, my 2. The first would be a response back from Ms. Ayers. I'll say it doesn't even say anything on it. Y'all have a bit of a code, and so she just sends back. You discover a lovely little green meadow made of paper on your desk one morning, and green means yes. So she received it. And my second note will be tacked on to Jessamine's door with 2 large kitchen knives that simply says, "Where are you?" Oh.
How did she get into my house with knives?
She works there.
She works there. She lives there.
I thought she just worked at the pub.
No, that's
No,
Heidi.
it's
That's
Ophelia.
God damn it. I can't keep these people straight.
The one who I keep telling I'm gonna have tea with and tell her everything, and then we keep doing other
And now we're 8
things.
sessions in. Ophelia's turning
Okay.
out to be yandere.
That cutlery is not hers, though. She's going to pay for it because she's dulled the blades
Oh, like I'm gonna let her get
and
caught.
damaged the door.
We have magic. It's fine.
Damage to company property is
Knives are
immediate grounds for
enchanted to never
dismissal.
dull.
But Jess didn't respect the girl code.
Just didn't respect the girl code. That, in fact, would be her excuse. Val, you're up.
Okay, second letter. I was debating this. I'm just going to go for it. Second letter is going to be again from Avalon to the Baroness, because it's the only way they communicate. Mother, after some great thought and soul searching, it pains me to say that you're right. I haven't been respecting my duties as Laird and your child as I should. I believe I have squandered the gift that you have given me, and I wish to take more serious steps to better position myself as the future heir to the Cross name. Simply let me know what you wish me to do, and I will show to you that I am deserving of this responsibility. Sincerely, Avalon. And then Avalon pukes and sends the letter.
But not on it, right?
Not on
Pukes.
it.
Okay. Just
Out the
making sure.
window.
Sammy.
I was gonna do something else, so this is better. No, I'm gonna have the Baroness send a return letter to her child. And it just says, I don't think it's even, no. I don't think it's even has their name on it. I think it's just a note that is like sent to them and just says, T, tomorrow afternoon, wear something nice. And for my sake, leave the attitude at the door. The Baroness. Guinevere Cross.
Not even a
Mumsy.
sincerely or a best. You didn't even get a best.
Oh, she ain't trust that shit for us.
She's the worst. I love it.
She sucks.
Aj.
Debating about either sending a return reply to Bernie.
If you have something else that you are working on, feel free to do that, because the assumption will just be like that's probably going to be an event chapter for us, so you don't have to worry about a response to that unless you want to.
Jarvis sends a letter to his brother.
Oh. All right, what's that say?
He does not write, "Hey fucko." Still on for this week? Question mark. We'll meet you at our regular place. Fuck you.
Considering that the letter was probably just received like 2 days ago and stuff, making the arrangements, like he gets it. It's like, yeah, we're still on. Why wouldn't we be on?
Dear brother, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Jarvis.
Enclosed is a painting.
Please, though, I want to play Zachary again.
Yes.
We all want you to play Zachary again.
Yeah, we really do.
I really like him a lot.
He sounds like
And
Jason Statham.
He
I know.
kinda
I'm gonna pull up
does.
some transporter YouTube videos real quick just to get myself in the mood.
Get into character.
You're 10
Yeah.
kilograms overweight.
Oh.
Now hold on, PDX Wiz. Orgies at one of our places was last season.
Has it?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be it.
What?
We
I
haven't had
am,
any orgies at our places yet this season.
I am
Yet.
looking at the mod version of the chat,
Yes.
obviously. Are you guys serious that this is the first time somebody has said the word orgy in our chat?
Apparently.
Yeah. I do love seeing the like
Do we really just have to permit the word orgy today
permitted the
on
term
April
orgy.
8th, 2021?
We also have to
Considering-
permit screw you, because apparently
Oh.
that's not allowed.
Well, no, we usually just say fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, it's true.
disappointed
We just
us,
sort
to
of
be
skipped
honest.
straight over.
Get better. We
Yeah.
gotta get
I'm
better.
putting
At
the,
the
the
internet.
stream marker, first orgy in GGK. That'll be fun for LB to look at later.
Yes.
Just doing the ones from Neon Soul today. Something.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We should give
And-
PDX as a trophy or something.
Yes. Congratulations. You
You
win.
did it.
We started the first orgy in GGK.
Congratulations.
You were responsible for the very first orgy in GGK chat. That can be taken in so many ways. Alex, save us.
And then they
from
were
ourselves.
immediately banned.
Why would you turn to me to save us? Okay. Because I have been thinking of posing it to the group of, well, what if we opened up the weekend at Bernie's to other members? But I think it's going to be better to be just the major character. So I think this is instead going to be a separate letter to Skylar, just to basically be like, Dearest Skylar, shit went down. I'm okay. We should go riding before our next usual appointment.
Oh, that's the letter I should have sent as Skylar, just in fucking capitalized WTF. But not.
things happened. I'm okay. We should go riding before our next regular appointment. Lots to discuss.
Excellent. We have finished our letters. It is now time for a hell of an upkeep. You've all monologued. Congratulations. But go ahead and restart your monologue.
This might be the
now.
first time that's ever happened.
I think it is, actually. Like, I'm really proud of all of us. We shall also, oh man. You all get 2 tokens, but not all of you can take them.
No, I'm at 10 again.
Just fill up your fucking tokens,
We're
I
all
guess.
We're all full of tokens.
How? Just how? Like, I don't know.
I'm about to just start causing an apocalypse in chat, or in the Bexley.
I guess.
We have to start doing something that just like burns tokens that doesn't generate anymore.
I don't.
Magic that doesn't affect another major character and just goes into the ether.
Yes.
Start firing off spells.
Yes.
Our ride to the fucking sea cottage is everyone just finger gunning out the window.
Pew, 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 pew. And we do get to look at our inner conflicts as well.
I'm just gonna
So go ahead and take a look-see there, France.
tick every single box on the left side.
No, one on each side. That's all you get. Y'all look over that real quick and tell me if anything pops out for you.
I mean,
So, for tradition versus innovation, I probably degraded my reputation in pursuit of innovation with the lecture. Even though I still had a positive reputation tag.
I mean, you do, but you definitely, you definitely got a bit of a rep right now with folks, so that is very fair.
Or would it be better to say your actions in pursuit of this side destroyed your chance of successfully pursuing the other?
I feel like that's gonna come up at some point anyway. I think you definitely earned you degraded your reputation for this in this time around.
Yep.
I
Also took action in pursuit of innovation then probably, or should I limit myself to one for now?
If you have anything for tradition that pops up, you may, so you can choose one from each side if you feel that you did something for that. This time
Maybe
around.
by playing along with Professor Wilmore a little bit and being like, okay, I'm not going to be full, toning things down to be like, okay, I'm not going to get on your bad side, and like, okay, I will play by some of your rules.
So you think you hurt or pushed away someone?
Maybe
Or you sacrificed something important?
Yeah, I think probably more so sacrifice something important.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really just trying to come up with justifications for one on each side to fill it up, but
Shh, don't give away, our strats, man. Okay. RJ, anything pop out to you?
No, I think I'm fine.
I don't know, like you hurt or pushed away someone important to you for one of these.
I mean,
like
that's what I was gonna say,
He's never done
actually.
anything wrong ever in his entire life.
And it's like
I blame everything
Give him
on
money.
Goblin Brain RJ. He's not responsible for RJ. RJ does.
Oh, I wish I could say that about so many facets of my life. That was that Sid. That was not. This Sid is not.
That was
responsible
morning
for
Sid.
That past Sid's actions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for her pushed away someone important to you for this.
Yeah, that seems fair. Did you do anything for freedom this time around?
No, I was chained up this entire time. It's fine.
Chat, you're absolutely right. Not that I, Sid, have ever done anything wrong, ever. Ever. Okay, I just needed the music to swell for that one, just to really hit it home. Wonderful. Anyone else?
Yeah, definitely took action in pursuit of their ideals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that one. The other one I was considering, I didn't plan for this when I did the letter, but you degraded your reputation or went against your conscience, conscience, I can never say that word, for this, writing the letter to...
I would say also invoking your mother to get in your tutor's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
So, in pursuit of comfort, specifically, because one of the reasons you get into it, or Avalon trying to suck up to Mumsy a bit, is for that and Morgan's sake.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. Savvy?
Yeah, so mine is love versus responsibility. So on the responsibility side, I'm going to say you hurt or pushed away someone important to you for this.
Well, that's fair.
I'm also tempted to say on the love side, you degraded your reputation or went against your conscience for this.
Ouch! Is Avalon
It is-
hearing this?
It's went against your conscience.
Yeah, because there's no degrading to her reputation. I don't think anyone else knows about this.
No.
Avalon didn't just
I think it's
walk
the
out of
one
the carriage like, we
We're
banged,
banging!
everyone.
We're banging all the time, y'all!
We're banging.
No,
All the time.
all
the
the
time.
time.
No, it's mostly the went against your conscience
Being
half.
that they're across.
There's a
and-
lot wrapped up in there.
Yeah.
And I mean,
This is
just,
fair.
they don't fully trust each other.
No.
No.
Flung yourself into easy relief.
Good, clear condition?
Clear condition.
I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I'm checking the
No, are any
box.
of you guilty?
Checking the box.
Very.
I'm not.
Ah,
I've never done
Excellent.
anything wrong.
ever. And we just have a full cast of just pure innocent souls up in here. Just, I don't think any of us have ever done anything wrong in our lives. All of you are shameful that you were able to keep a straight face in this statement. Love you all dearly. All right. So we got that done. Lastly, I don't think we're at the point for any expanded backstory. And I just want to check. No one has mentioned it yet, but does anyone feel that they have to replace a desire at this point? Do we still feel pretty solid with the desires that we're at the moment? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And this is also our time to review the collaboration. If there's anything that we feel like we need to maybe move around, I feel like we are sort of a thriller romantic comedy at this moment, but that is still definitely a subgenre of romantic comedy.
Dramedy.
We always do this.
We really do. But it's only like 3 possible options, like romantic comedy, total farce, or, dramatic.
Yes, the 3 genders.
The 3 genders.
Well, I accidentally
Dramatic.
turned the last one into a murder mystery, so.
It was amazing, and don't you ever feel bad at all for any of that.
I
It was
don't. I'm just comparing it with the fact that RJ did this on purpose.
Yes, he did.
What you gonna do? I won't say
What
sue
you
me because
gonna
Val
do?
knows how to, so.
And there are some secrets, some balance of secrets that I feel like off stream we'll still be discussing, because there is the fun element of wanting to have you guys be surprised in some way, but also this, what kind of game is this? Starts with a C. It means we all work together.
It's a collaborative game,
It's
Sid.
a collaborative. Thank you. Yes, it is a collaborative game. So yeah, we also agreed that we didn't want to have private information. So we'll talk. Not about everything, but we'll talk. I'm gonna leave you all with a little bit of a surprise. But anything else for the collaboration, or are we good to begin? How many visitations will we get through? Who's betting? We have 8. So whose numbers? I'm gonna say probably
1.5.
1.
We'll get through 1 and then go, should we go ahead and do the next one? It'll probably be short, right?
And then I drop a barn on a witch.
Perfect. All right. We shall begin our next cycle. Away we go. Excellent. No dropping whales. No. That just hurts the whale. It doesn't do anything but hurt the whale.
Guys,
no.
Mecca lives there. Don't drop the whales.
Well, if you're gonna drop a whale, you've got to have the bowl of petunias as well. That is a
That was
reference.
yes. Well done. It turned 43 this year. Anyway, I have several written down, but y'all tell me where you would like to begin. So, we have a tea with Mrs. Knox. We have drinks for Jessamine and Bernie. We have, I believe, several brunches still. One with the Duke, for sure.
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, I know. Oh, if y'all want to still have bro pints, that was Bernie and
No. Bro
Jarvis.
Pints was Jarvis and Zachary.
was it? Oh no, it
Yeah.
was you two. You all wanted to have pints too.
Well-
but because I also have Zach and Jarvis. So bro
Okay.
pints was supposed to be you bros, you drinking
Mhm.
bros. Girl code before she goes.
We should
into-
probably do that one
Stabs you in your
first.
sleeve.
Before the knives are in me.
I really want to do the Zachary Jarvis thing in the fallout of everything that's happened, but
I don't know. Because then we got that one. We had apparently Avalon versus Jarvis in the Thunderdome is what I have written down. I
What?
really don't understand that reference from myself.
What does that mean?
It was that
I
long
don't
ago.
know.
I don't
I
have
did
anything
not-
in my notes about
Were you
that.
guys gonna fight?
I know that Avalon wanted to have a showdown. We wanted to have a one-on-one with Jarvis, but I don't know now that we're all going to be getting together I think. I don't know if that necessarily needs to happen. I kind of like that waiting until we can just all throw it out at Jarvis as a collective.
I think that's fine. I wanted to make a note of it, I guess. But even
The Thunder Tone.
I think it's been
But that would
almost
under
2
weekend
months.
at Bernie's.
Yeah, I think it's been almost 2 months since I wrote that.
Let's shelve that one.
And then Airs and Avalon.
Yes.
And yeah. That's what we have.
Yeah,
So
and then
Zach
Bernie
and Jarvis.
Skylar in there, but
Yes.
Was that one of the brunches?
That was one of the brunches, yes. So Zach and Jarvis then. And then maybe the 0.5 is our girl code before she attempts to murder her.
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding. Marvelous.
The scene probably won't be that long. But who
Yes,
knows?
They say very confidently.
Where does this take place?
The private booth at Heidi's.
Yeah, it'd be like really late. Somewhere, and like when most of the patrons have cleared out. Dark
Okay.
private area for crime.
For crimes. As one does. Alright. We'll say it's late on an off night. At that point, it's like just one barfly in the corner, sort of passed out. And Jarvis, I'm assuming, waiting for Zach to arrive as they continue to hit mercilessly on Heidi. And she rebuffs continually. It's kind of the MO that they've had so far.
Jarvis or Zachary?
I mean, really either. I don't know. You don't.
Why don't both?
Why not both? Who gets there first,
Yeah.
I should ask.
I actually think Zachary probably would be there waiting. Also, I need some more dramatic music for
Oh,
this. I need some heist
I
music.
am looking. I think we need... No, that's too nice.
Bum 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 bum.
I know, I kind of like this one.
You like it? Okay.
It sounds
We're
like you're about to
gonna
sacrifice somebody, which I do like.
I mean, potentially. Okay, we're keeping it. Done.
Yeah. So I think Heidi is like serving a drink to Zachary in the corner as like Jarvis comes in, and Zachary sort of dressed like very black, nondescript clothes as usual, and just leaning across, shamelessly flirting with her. So what
That-
time did you say you got off again?
I am actually a great practitioner of chronomancy, so never when you're concerned.
Oh, fine. It looks like my brother's here anyway. I'm going too Irish for this. I'm gonna.
She sees Jarvis walk in, looks. That's your brother.
I got most of the good looks.
And none of the brains.
That makes so much sense. Wow. Hello.
Heidi?
What can I get you?
Just a water, please.
You pregnant?
Yes, I'm with child. It's your cousin's.
Oh. Stranger things have happened. You want the back room?
Bernie's Vic.
Please.
All right. Yeah, go on.
Just keep the drinks coming.
She thumps a bottle onto the bar.
Brother.
Brother, I'm honestly a little surprised you showed.
What was that Mom and Pop said about answering the call of a family member?
I probably wasn't listening.
What's the job?
Just skipping the formalities. Tell me what's been going on.
Oh, you know, Hawke things, breaking hearts, legs, that sort of thing.
Right.
I need to blow off some steam, so if you can provide the information and we can get on with this.
I figured we could have a little chat and catch up a bit. It's been a while since we've gotten to talk.
Oh, good. How are things with you?
Peachy.
Nondescript as always.
You know, staying busy. Heard there was a little bit of a commotion around town.
Well informed.
Do you have anything to do with that?
He'll shrug.
I'll take that as a yes.
Call it a side job.
I need to use your connections with the college.
For what? Didn't peg you for the academic type.
Maybe I want to do a bit of learning myself.
No amount of extra credit's going to save your grade point average, son.
Hey, now, I'm still your older brother. Should
So-
treat me with some respect.
When you stop carving messages into my arm, maybe I'll start.
It's always so fun, though.
What kind of clearance do you need?
Not really clearance. I need information from your employer. A ledger. There's a shipment college should be receiving soon, and I very interested in what they have there. Looking to make a purchase.
Is it a family matter, or are you moonlighting?
Does it matter?
A little. I work at the damn place.
Family matter.
All right. I'll see what I can copy off any ledges I find. Anything specific besides a ship date and location?
Should be coming in from London sometime next week.
All right.
I need the details, security, times, places where it's going to be stopping. You want to help?
I'll do what I can. See who I can shift around on guard detail if it's in my purview. My only stipulation is no one gets hurt.
That's not really up to me now, is it? They're always the ones getting fidgety.
Fine.
You sure you don't want to come along?
What's this, in the next week or so?
Huh.
I'm going to be busy.
How busy?
Away from Bexley. Busy. Blah.
You used to be more fun. Used to beg, follow me around on jobs.
And I grew up and found out how much of an asshole you are.
Or maybe you just got boring. You know, your cover with the college, it's not going to last forever.
Well, it's one thing they taught me, it's how to go out with a bang.
You can go out with a lot of money instead.
Good. We'll see what happens.
Why not run this job with me? Leave this town. Come back to the family.
Promises. You can't break contracts.
You can if you go about it the right way.
Yes, but the repercussions are what I'm looking out for. I'm not breaking any seals again, and he'll motion to the shock of white in his hair.
Like I said, boring.
If you stick around long enough, you'll see it's quite exciting here.
Maybe I'll come back. Sure, there's plenty of other trinkets the college has. All right, then. Get the information to me by the end of the week.
He'll clink his mug on the table twice and stand to leave.
Sure you don't want another drink?
No, I've drunk plenty over the last 2 days. I need my wits about me.
All right, then. I'll just enjoy the company. Waves over to Heidi again.
As Jarvis walks by, he'll push a coin pouch towards Heidi and thumb towards his brother. He'd sooner disappear on you, so I'm paying for the drinks now.
Appreciate it.
Hmm.
When do I cut him off?
No. Well, if he starts 2-3 bottles at max. He also got the
responsible
constitution.
for damages.
You know what? You can just bill me.
Good idea.
Can I get another drink here, sweetheart?
Call me sweetheart again, and you'll lose that finger. Pours him another drink.
He'll slide another pouch and see if he can't get a road beer.
Pours him an ale. It barely stays up. Nearly knocks it off the bar.
It's for Jarvis.
Yeah. It's just to put up with your brother now because you paid her. Anything else?
Nope.
You good?
Yep.
All right. Done. Crossing things off a list. It's very satisfying.
And see, that only took like 15 minutes.
I know, right? Girl code?
Music's a little too
Sure.
ominous for a girl code.
Not if there's knives involved.
They're in the middle of a blood ritual.
So spill.
Yeah. Your viscera. No. Let's find. Sure. Why not? Jasmine. You have some free time. It is the end of the day. You are fairly certain that your good friend Ophelia is finished with her work for the day. Where do you meet with her?
Thinking probably in one of the, like, I don't know. I imagine there are, like, not like back rooms, but like other, like, I imagine the kitchen setup is pretty, like, elaborate, and there's place, like, because obviously the staff have to eat at some point. So I imagine there's a room down there with some tables and things where they could meet.
Excellent. So sort of off of the sort of the servants' dining area, there's a smaller room where some folks like to maybe take a break and have some tea. And you set up a time to meet with Ophelia, who, as you enter, already has a full tea tray along with wine and booze that she's snuck from somewhere, you're unsure. Who is just like knees bouncing, like has her tea, is just like waiting.
I just walk over, set the knives on the table. You're going to get me fired.
Oh, Cookie can get all of that out immediately. Where have you been?
What? I mean, you know where I've been.
No. You are here to work a job, and your job is usually done, but it's around the same time that mine is, and yet I haven't seen you in weeks.
I know. Well, I told you that... Well, I told you about the party.
Yes!
And then everything just sort of spiraled out.
There's
from
something
there.
about a duke? You met a duke?
I did. That was at the first party.
Wait, there was more than... I don't... Tell me everything!
Who do you think accompanies Morgan to these things?
How is it that a small child sees more of the things in life than I do?
She's not small. She's nearly a lady.
Fine. She's a lovely girl. All right, well, okay, the Duke was at the first party. Who else did you meet at the second party? So many parties.
Well, the Duke is coming for brunch.
That was real? I thought for sure that was just idle gossip. You have a Duke coming for brunch?
Mhm.
Oh my god.
At my invitation, no less.
All right, you must find out what they like, and I'll make sure that Cookie makes everything perfect. Oh, this is so exciting.
Don't know, he's a
You could
Duke.
be a duchess!
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Who else did you meet at these other parties that would be better than marrying a duke?
Well, then there was the vampire.
I'm sorry, what? You
A
met a
vampire?
vampire?
Yes. Very handsome.
Are they well connected?
Well, I assume so. They keep showing up at these things. Von Karma?
Never heard of them, but I mean, that's exciting.
Well, once you've seen him, you'd very much like to have.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, who else? What was this other party for?
Well, the Crosses were invited to an event with the Fae.
You went to a Fae
Moves,
party?
moves knives off table. Yes,
What was it like?
it was incredible. I don't know, there's some sort of magic that works when you walk through, and you can be wearing whatever you want. And in some of their cases, that's nothing. And then they take you through, and you sort of imagine what your ideal party would be like. And everyone does this, and then you can bring people in and visit other people, and it's fascinating.
Oh. You're so lucky.
I know.
Well, so you met a vampire at that party.
Mhm.
Who else did you meet among the Fae?
I mean, a lot of people. It was really quite lovely.
You're being so dodgy.
Well, I don't really know what I'm allowed to say.
It's me.
I know. Okay, here's something I can say. Then. And you keep your mouth shut. Laird Cross and I have been getting along better.
Really?
Really?
Well, I will say they seem to have been in a better mood recently.
Good?
What aren't you telling me?
Nothing, just that we're getting along much better than before.
Jessamine!
What?
Do you have an arrangement with the lad?
It's not arrangement. Happened.
Jessamine!
It just happened. Okay? It's late. In the carriage and
In the carriage? Jessamine.
but I didn't start it.
Well,
Yeah, you
Did
wanted
you
to know,
have a-
now you know.
did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Do you think you might have a great time sometime soon again?
Perhaps.
And is that a good thing?
Perhaps. I don't know. I still trust them about as far as I can throw them.
And yet
Which might be further than I thought.
you don't trust them, and yet you're riding around in carriages late at night with them.
It's complicated.
I suppose it must be.
But like I said, I didn't start it. So,
I mean, simply the matter of meeting in a carriage seems to be somewhat complicated.
already regretting telling you this.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
Not
not.
a bit. Monster.
Well, it seems you have potentially some decisions to make.
Yes, who I'm going to take a carriage ride with next.
I'm serious. You have several possible prospects now.
Oh yes, and I'm supposed to be having a drink with Mr. Sinclair.
Are you in some way associated with every possible available individual in the town?
Maybe.
Oh, Jessamine.
What? It's not like I seek them out.
I know.
I'm hard to
They
miss.
just flock to you. Promise me. You'll be careful. I don't just mean riding around in carriages. I mean... be careful.
Of course. I'm very careful, always.
And... if you don't actually like any of these people, you shouldn't feel like you have to have any sort of attachment to any of them.
Why? Would you like me to send one your way?
I mean, since you have several to spare. But really, you're so talented. Whatever the house may think, you could do anything you wanted. Just promise me you won't think that that's all that is available to you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm working on
All
it.
right.
Really. Just
Well, work on sending your second and third choices my way, if you don't mind.
I could do that. Put in a good word, you know.
Oh, of course.
The recommendation from the tutor will probably sit quite highly with some of them.
I do hear Mr. Sinclair is very charming.
Most of the time.
Oh.
Americans.
They can be uncouth sometimes, but I don't know. I find it refreshing.
Yeah. So do I.
Well, what did you wear? What was your party? And she'll grill you further about all of the lovely parties you've attended and every stitch on every part of your Fae outfit.
I will
and
relive them.
Lovely.
Especially the bit about flying.
Oh, heck yeah. Woot woot.
Now she can't be mad at me for at least another week.
At least another couple of sessions. Excellent. We have a little bit of time left. I feel like this is deja vu, like we've been here before. Do we want to start one? It shouldn't take too much time, right? Just like maybe 10 minutes, right?
I mean, the Nox and Jarvis thing could be really quickly knocked out.
That's what you think. If you'd like, yes. We could do that, or...
Because I feel like we can shove bro drinks in with Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay.
Unless, Alex, you want to talk about it.
I don't know, because part of me is trying to think if Bernie is going to try to get around to everyone before the weekend, and I think he does want to try and talk with everyone before then, just to make sure he's not actually bringing everyone in to kill everyone else.
You do one scene that is just like cut to, and then cut to. Just Bernie with everybody.
Yeah, but we can also intersperse it amongst the many other brunches that are happening.
This is fair. Okay. I'll say we'll do a 2 with Nox, and then we'll start with all of the brunches next time, because we're gonna have a montage of fucking brunches at this point. Okay.
And a possible break-in.
Oh, it's a
And a
montage of
possible
fucking
break-in.
brunches. That's a very different sequence.
Breaking and brunching. Brunching and B&E. It'll be great. Jarvis. You arranged to meet at a lovely tea room in town. I shall name it in about 5 minutes when something pops into my head. And Mrs. Knox is already there when you arrive.
He comes dressed nicely. Oh gosh, I want to say like an emerald, a dark emerald overcoat, black shirt. Gives her a small bow. Lady Knox.
Sit, please.
We'll take a seat. It is a pleasure to see you once again.
I'm sure it is. It's nice to see you as well.
The purpose of this tea, I was informed of very minor details.
Yes, that was rather the point. You see, I may have a job for you.
Is it the kind of job that requires a modicum of... what's the word? It's the type of job my family normally pursues.
Yes and no. I have also been made aware of your less well-known duties at the college.
Oh.
She takes a sip of her tea.
That's always fun.
The ton is small, my dear.
Yes, but I always figured the mask gave us a bit of anonymity.
Not as much as you'd think. I have a certain business transaction that will be occurring next week.
Let me guess. Is it coming from London?
Indeed it is.
Well,
I need to make sure that that particular shipment arrives safely.
let's say it does arrive safely. Is it anything that I should be concerned about? The shipment, I mean. And working in the college and some of my more duplicitous acts.
No, I don't believe so. What's in the shipment should not be of any serious concern to you. The only concern is that it arrives safely and on schedule.
All right.
If you can accomplish this task for me, other more, shall we say, interesting and lucrative tasks may be then assigned to you.
I know that she's been working with my brother, correct? Or at least it's
She
been hinted at.
She said she may know him. Yes.
She may know him.
Hmm.
Well, all right. Any obstacles I should look out for?
My eyes and ears have said that several interested parties may be looking to waylay the shipment before it arrives.
Guard duty. All right.
I believe it will end up being far more than guard duty, unfortunately.
I do
The
too.
shipment must arrive on schedule and intact by any means necessary. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Wonderful. Then we are agreed.
It will be a pleasure working with you, Miss Knox.
Don't say that quite yet. I do not abide by failure.
Well, I would say that I'm the man for the job, but I don't know. Seeing as the last few days have been a bit tumultuous, I'll make sure your shipment arrives on time
And intact.
and intact.
Wonderful. To your success. And therefore mine.
To our future partnership.
And you sip your tea.
And immediately pass out from the iocane powder.
I mean, she has been building up an immunity to iocane powder. And I'll say that's a great place to end, shall we? I had a completely different idea for how that was going to go, and then Val just like threw me that softball, and I had to respond.
I'm just always impressed at you taking the bullshit that I completely make up without any sort of collaboration and just work it into the narrative. So
Anytime.
I was like, he's just gonna say this just to throw a wrench at Jarvis, and now Jarvis is completely boned.
Yep.
I love it.
Yay.
Oh, don't worry. This is going to be great.
It's gonna be amazing.
Well-
Of course, I mean, you might be able to enlist your friend's help. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Nah. It's going to be great.
Val will talk about what's in that shipment. Because I have ideas.
Yeah, I have none, so I would like to talk about it.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Just send Avalon to deal with Zach so we have a scene of Val RPing against himself.
Yeah.
Those are always
Yes.
fun.
Well, because I said it I was fully on my DM bullshit of like just making up some random cryptic thing and being like, we won't get to it this time, and I won't have to deal with like what it actually is.
Yeah.
And
So
lo and
I
behold.
But I love this game and it being a collaborative game, in that I don't have to perform on making up, giving context for that shit.
You have the rest of us to help. It's great. Thank you all so much for sticking around with us tonight. You witnessed the end of the longest novel chapter in existence. We got through another full cycle of play. And we just have a bunch of brunch coming up. It's going to be fantastic. Let's go around. Is there one, please remind everyone who you are and where we can find you on the internet. If you have anything you'd like to plug, please plug away, and give me stars and give me wishes if you wouldn't mind. Val, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Hello, I'm Val. at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. Like I said at the top, I'm here Thursdays through Sundays. You can find me doing all sorts of stuff, running games. Come join us tomorrow for Neon Souls. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be getting into some new. We finished up our Aliens arc. That was again something that was not of my making. With some player bullshit that I turned into like a 4-session just nonsense. So yeah. So join us for that at 8:00 tomorrow. And then Friday or on Saturdays for Saturday night's Apocalypse. We're gonna be playing a new system called Shotguns and Sorcery. At 7:00. Right? 4:00? I can't never remember what time that game is. It's
at
7:00.
7.
Okay, God. Stars and Wishes. I think the star has to go to. So Savannah, I talked a little bit beforehand about the scene for Jessamine and Avalon and how that was going to go. Stars to Alex for giving me this moment. It was like, now I'm really debating. Like, does Avalon stay here and get flirty with Bernie and stuff? And it was really like an internal like conflict for me as a player. So for Bernie for just continuing to be the absolute biggest horn dog in this game. And wishes. I mean, I just want to see all of us just ruin Jarvis, just absolutely tear him to shreds at the beach or the hot springs,
And then beat him up. No.
and then beat him up. Yeah.
Destroy Jarvis. I'm going to write this down.
But with love
But
for
with
RJ, not
love.
Jarvis.
Yes. Destroy Jarvis. Love RJ.
Destroy RJ, love Jarvis?
Wait, no, what? No, stop it. Stop putting words in my mouth.
Now that's a good point. Should we blame the player and not the
Yes.
character?
Totally.
All right, then I'd change it. I want us to all spend 30 minutes yelling at RJ next session before we get into the game. And then just be super nice to Jarvis.
Oh. Savvy. You got lots of stuff going on.
I do. Hi, everybody. I'm Savvy. You're at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. You can find me here Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon in particular, where I run a game of Monster of the Week called Slaying 101. It's been going on for a very long time. And wow, did they just find out some things about their best friend and everyone's favorite park ranger, Mutt Danson? And I'll just leave it at that. So we're going to pick back up with that on Sunday. On Sunday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/lbhackemup. It's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, playing Dungeons & Dragons, where I play a centaur druid who is a circle of the stars, and she doesn't really know what's going on most of the time, but she sure as heck loves the stars and her friends. She's doing her best, beating the shit out of anybody who tries to hurt them. Her friends. No one's trying to hurt the stars. And then on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you can find me on twitch.tv/Colonomicon playing Monster of the Week in our wonderful show, Act 3. I play Spooky, who's having some trouble with her powers. So she's super goth and probably about to have a total nuclear meltdown. I think that's all I'm doing. Yeah, my stars and wishes. I'm gonna give a star to, man. I want to give stars to everybody all the time. I'm gonna give a star to RJ for somehow managing to disarm that conversation between Jarvis and Jessamine. and make it not nearly as angry as it could have been.
I thought we were going to have another magic duel.
Skillfully
for sure.
done. Skillfully done.
Skillfully, or I just floundered really well?
No, it was done.
Floundered really-
Some well placed bits there, especially at the end. And my wish is for Manfred von Karma to come back. I miss him.
We shall bring a vampire
Not
back.
you.
Bring Von Karma back.
Also, he's named
can make
after
that happen.
Manfred von Karma. So,
Yeah.
want him to come.
I mean, come
That's
on.
my wish. I want Manfred back.
I think we can manage this. I have ideas. RJ!
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. You can catch me at RJS202 on Twitter and Twitch once again. That's wherever I tweet when I go live. And remember, this Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, over at Saucefire's channel for Child's Play, 24-hour stream. I'm in like the 6 a.m. bracket on Sunday morning. So, yeah, I'll be doing Apocalypse War. Prince of the Apocalypse, and then staying up for like 6 hours.
Holy crap.
So probably might intermittently stream Monster Hunter, or like see if I can't headbutt Apex Legends enough to get a win.
What's your stars and your wishes?
Oh, stars and wishes. Stars. So, to both Sid and Savvy for the girl code talk, I enjoyed that greatly. And wishes. It's gonna happen. Jarvis is gonna get torn apart at the beach. So really, actually, heist time. Wish. Heist time. Heist time. Heist time.
Heist time. There's so many ideas. And Alex.
Hello, I am Alex, OMG It's Some Guy on the internets. I'm here Tuesdays, sometimes running the show, sometimes being in it as a big ol' himbo. Also Thursdays and sometimes Saturdays. Gosh, stars and wishes for tonight. So hard to pick a specific thing. Gosh, I'm scrolling back through my notes to pick something. I know, I do think I think star to Sid for just Ophelia's escalating demands for attention. You know, if the knives on the message on the door hadn't gotten it, I'm curious how she would have stepped up her game after that.
We'd had some single white female action happening up in here. Jesus, no, I'm kidding. She's a lovely young lady who was just being ignored for far too long. It's all good.
And then wishes, kind of twofold here. One is, or I guess kind of three things almost. One, to
Please.
patch things up with Jarvis and the group so that Bernie's ships can finally set sail with the major characters. And then after that, go and, maybe Jess will also send him to Ophelia's way and he can go save Heidi from the attentions of Zachary and, just everyone else in town. We've joked about this in Discord. Bernie is just gonna make the whole town into one massive polycule. So we shall see.
The Bernicule. Done. And I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I'm here a couple nights a week, every other Thursday, running this. Running is a very, very, very loose term. Sort of kind of reining in these shenanigans every other Thursday. I play on Neon Souls on Fridays. In our lovely game of Overarms every other Saturday. And I do the Slang 101 business on the Sundays. Come check all of that out. And my star for today, I think it's a hard tie between Fingertip Kisses by Bernard and just going for an evening of delights in a carriage. I'm really very typical to please. So I think you all knew who you were catering to with all of those, and I appreciate you very much. Yeah. And my wish is for some serious shenanigans to happen at the weekend at Bernie's. Serious.
Someone dies. We have to carry their body around and pretend they're still alive.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a death. It could have been magic gone awry. It could be so many things. We killed
Jarvis.
We still have several, different things that we have to get through here. Like, y'all could get Freaky Friday'd and someone needs to be carried around. Y'all could get Groundhog Day'd into the same day over and over. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. I have thoughts. But you'll have to find those out in 2 weeks when we'll see you next time, which I believe will be, oh my god, the 22nd of April.
That's almost my
14th
birthday.
March. Yeah, it is. Yay. We shall see you then. Please come check out all of our content, both on live shows here on Twitch, if that's where you're at with us now, VOD on Twitch. Our YouTube as well is chock full of fun material. Man, I've got to figure out a title for this episode. It's going to be very interesting. Anyway, thank you as always to the lovely players of this game. Y'all knock my socks off every single time. And to y'all for hanging out with us in chat. We appreciate you very much. And I'm gonna go to bed. I'm already in my pajamas. It's perfect. So anyway, until next time, a good game. And good night, Internet.